they ordered our house from. The farmhouse had everyone in a chokehold, me being one of them. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. So in tonight's video, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make these yummy, easy chocolate chip cookies, and make sure you stick around to the end for an update on our new house, as well as a story of time on how they ordered the wrong house. Without further ado, let's get into it. So this video was recorded before I decided to pack up my whole kitchen, but I'm starting this recipe off by browning 3/4 cups of butter. By browning the butter, it gives you more of a deeper flavor profile, I feel like, and it's a completely different taste versus just a regular chocolate chip cookie recipe that calls for just butter out the fridge. While you're browning your butter, you just want to make sure you keep it stirred. Once my butter becomes frothy and achieves this beautiful caramelized color, I'm just going to pull it off the heat and put it into a separate bowl. To our brown butter that's in a bowl, we're going to combine 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar. We're going to give that a quick stir until it's well combined. To that, we're going to mix in 1 whole egg and then 1 egg yolk. Make sure you pay attention to this step. You only need 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. To that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Yes, that is a lot of vanilla for a cookie recipe, but y'all, just trust the process. It's really good. Now for our dry ingredients, we're going to start that off by adding in 1 1/3 cup of AP flour, we're going to add 3/4 teaspoons of baking soda, now for the last dry ingredient, it's just 1 tablespoon of salt. I'm going to mix this until it's all well combined. Now it's time for the main ingredient in this recipe, which is the chocolate chips. I'm going to add 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Give this a good stir, making sure your chips are well combined into the cookie dough. Using a cookie scoop, I'm going to scoop some of that cookie dough out and roll it into a nice uniform ball. So this next part is totally optional, but I like to take some of those leftover chocolate chips and just smash some of them down onto the top of that cookie dough. I like to do this just because whenever they get done baking, you can see all those chocolate chunks on top. Now we're going to place these in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Just a little baking hack or something that some of y'all may not have known. When it comes to cookies, particularly chocolate chip cookies, you want to chill them at least 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour. Now what that does is it just helps them hold their shape and keeps them from spreading too much. Now while they were in the fridge chilling, I did go ahead and preheat my oven to 350. I'm just separating some and putting some on a separate baking sheet. I'm putting the remaining ones back in the fridge so they can continue chilling. I don't want them to get too warm while I have the oven on. I'm going to go ahead and bake these at 350 for 12 minutes. This is what they look like fresh out the oven. Now you're supposed to wait, let them sit overnight to get the full flavor. But honestly, who's gonna wait overnight for some homemade chocolate chip cookies? Not me. You can see they're soft and chewy and all the goodness of a homemade chocolate chip cookie. These really are hands down my favorite chocolate chip cookies I've ever made, and it's all from the one ingredient, which is that brown butter. I'm just going to pair mine with a cold cup of milk. I don't know, you can't go wrong with chocolate chip cookies and milk. Be sure to tag me on Instagram if you do try out this recipe and let me know how y'all liked it. Hey y'all, so I hope y'all enjoyed that cookie recipe. If y'all try it, let me know. Okay. Anyway, I just got out of the shower, just doing my skincare, so your girl's looking a little rough, but it's okay. I wanted to come on here at the end of this video. I wrote down a few notes about the house and some updates, and talk to y'all about how they gave us the wrong house. Yeah. Okay, so there's been literally no progress made on our house since they delivered it and set it up, which was about 3 weeks ago. They did put the steps down. I'll take that back. There has been some progress made, only because we meaning my husband, made a few phone calls, and you know, they did deliver our doorsteps. Y'all seen that in the previous video, I think it was. And then today, they did go out and finish running the septic line, so that's done. So we got water now. Let's backtrack to last week, or the week before that. Our project manager, who's over our house and the construction and all that over our house, called us and told us that we'd be getting the keys to our house in 2 weeks. Now, that 2 weeks is Thursday, which is tomorrow. Y'all are watching this Wednesday. We're supposed to get our keys tomorrow for our house. But we have no lights yet. The brick hasn't even been put around our house for the foundation. So Mikhail made a few phone calls yesterday, because it's not like he can just up and leave work. He has to do PTO and the whole nine. He has to get approved for him to take time off, which he could, if he wanted to, just take some days off. But with us moving and stuff, he's going to use his vacation time, take a week off, so we can all get settled in, acquainted with the house. God, listen to me trying to use big words. So he called her a few days ago and was like, hey, you know, what's the deal with our house? Because nothing's changed other than y'all delivering the doorsteps. This was just yesterday he called. And she pretty much apologized about everything. She did call us back and get the ball rolling with the brick. The brick will be there tomorrow, and they're going to start bricking it tomorrow for the foundation. I do want to talk about that real briefly as far as the brick goes. In North Carolina, if you have like brick around your house, a brick foundation is technically considered a house, an actual home, because it has a permanent foundation. Now, with that comes with it being actual home, means that you have an actual mortgage payment. Whereas if you get a mobile home and do the skirting, which is what our current house has, if you do that, then it's considered a mobile home. So many people got, I don't want to say so many people, but a few people got butthurt that I titled that video, Our New House is Here. They're like, that's not a house, that's a mobile home. Like, why does it matter? Why? Keep it moving, who cares? But it is a house. It's a house. It has a permanent foundation, so technically it is labeled a house in the state of North Carolina. Okay, there's that. Like I said, the brick will be delivered tomorrow to our house. They'll get the ball rolling on that, start bricking it in. She did give us another move-in date, which is next Thursday, which is, I think that's the 17th. She said we'd be moving in then, but I don't know. I hope that's her moving date. Like I said on my previous video, I need to get my kids enrolled into school there. And I don't want to enroll them there and then having to drive 30 minutes to drop them off, come home, and then go back to pick them up. Sure, I've had a family member say, we just sit at your mama's house all day. Yo, what am I going to do there all day? Talk to chickens? Like, what are we going to do there? So, I need to be home doing stuff. I prefer to be in my new house doing stuff, making content for y'all. I do plan on, when the girls do get in school, I do plan on going shopping for the house without kids, because y'all know it's a lot easier to go shopping without kids. So I do plan on having a day or two, or just dropping them off at school and hightailing it in Wilmington or Fayetteville, which we went to Wilmington yesterday school shopping, me and the kids, and y'all, I'm just saying, about 2 hours in, I was ready for a drink. That's all I'm saying about that. Whew, that was fun. We did get all their school clothes, school shoes, the whole nine. So to go with that, just one last thing that we'll have to do when Mikhail's home the weekend, which he is coming home the weekend, because he had already decided to come home the weekend because we thought we were going to get the keys for our house. But yeah, there's that. They'll start breaking it tomorrow. And also the light company, the engineer for the light company, I told you about the light pole, he did call. Well, Mikhail called him today and said they'll be out there the middle to the end of next week. They'll put in the new night light pole and get that done, and go ahead and wire the lights to our house, start service. So maybe we will get our keys next weekend. Fingers crossed we get our keys next weekend, because I'm ready. I know y'all are ready. A lot of y'all like leaving such sweet comments saying how you can't wait to see our new house, you can't wait to see how I decorate it. And y'all, just best believe, as soon as I get them keys in my hand, y'all will have a video. Y'all will get that video. As soon as I get my keys, I'm going to give y'all a whole empty house tour of that house. And I'll do an empty house tour of our current house, because it dawned on me, I've never done a tour of this house. So I'll do an empty house tour of this video, as well as our new house. But yeah, that's where we're at right now with that whole process. Oh, let me show you what I got yesterday while we were out. I went to Bath and Body Works, and I told you I went school shopping with the kids. I got them all some little hand sanitizers. Look how cute my hand sanitizer holder is. It's a spider. Like, it's so cute on my Teddy Blake purse. Y'all, I love this purse so much. I love it. Yes, the spider, and I got the what is this? I think it's vampire. Yeah, vampire blood sanitizer. I love this. Addie picked this one up, and I think she's got pumpkin pecan waffles in it or something. I don't know, but how cute is that to go in her lunchbox? All the girls got one. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about how technically we got, I don't want to say it's the wrong house, but the structure of it was wrong than what we ordered. Well, let's talk about it. So when we went to pick out our house, once we finalized everything, so with our house, they call it a vanilla house because it's pretty basic. You can't change nothing in that house, and they do that to keep the cost low. That house, like y'all should know, is 5-bedroom, 3-bath. That is like the cheapest 5-bedroom, 3-bath you can get, and that's how they keep their costs low. You can't change anything in that house. I wanted carpet, but they stopped doing carpet a month before we went and signed off on everything. So I was bummed about that because I wanted carpet. I got hardwood floors now throughout our whole house, except for the girls' rooms and Austin's room, and I hate it. I hate hardwood. So the new house, I will have a lot of area rugs and runner rugs throughout, but You can't change nothing in that house, which was a bummer, but at the same time, for the price, it's fine. I can, technically, if I want to change it, I will myself. So with that being said, the only thing you could change on the house was the structure of it. You could eitherwise get the A-frame, which is the peak that you see in the front of our house, or you can get it just flat, no peak, which is what we wanted, because we were thinking in the long run, you know, we do eventually want to put a porch with a roof on the front of our house, and with that peak being there, that's going to be more wood, more metal, more time consuming, and ultimately it's going to cost more. So that's why we're going with just flat. So I told one of y'all this in the comments, I think about 2 videos ago, how they ordered our house wrong. So the day that y'all seen us getting our house delivered to the lot, the dear little lot where we bought our house from, y'all, I recorded. I should have left it in that video. We get out there and we're looking, and Mikhail goes, "That's not our house." I'm like, "What you mean that's not our house?" Let me back. The only thing you could pick out on that house was the color of the vinyl siding and the shutters around. The shutters by the windows. That's the only thing you could pick out on that house. That's it. And like I said, the A-frame or flat. The peak or flat. Okay, so I picked out that. You could also pick out the brick color, and I showed y'all. Y'all seen that in a previous video. Okay, anyway, I'm like, "What you mean that's not our house, Mikhail? Like, that's the gray vinyl siding I picked. That's the black shutters I picked." Mikhail let me pick everything. Like, everything was up to me. He didn't care as long as it was a house. He's like, "That's not our house." And the lady was standing there. She was like, "Your house was the only house that's set to be delivered today. What are you talking about?" Okay, I was like, "We ordered our house without the peak. We didn't want that. We wanted just a flat roof." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you're right. They ordered the wrong house." And y'all, by this time, it had already been a month since we've been waiting on this house. Now, we talked to them about it, and it was a Saturday. They were about to close. They stayed open for us just so we could see our new house put onto the lot. So we talked about it, and she basically said she'll talk to the lady, the manager, and the lady, our salesperson there, because she had already gone home for today, for the weekend. So that Monday, she calls us and tells us that the manufacturer of that home no longer does it without the peak. That's all they offer now is just the peak. You can no longer get it the roof flat because something with the structure of it, I'm not even sure, but something with their insurance, I don't know, so they don't offer it like that anymore. Now, mind you, no one told us this that month after we ordered our house to when we were waiting. No one told us, "Hey, by the way, you can't get your house like that." So it was kind of a bummer because I mean, our house is beautiful. I'm thankful for it. But when you want it a certain way and think you're getting it a certain way, and then to see it's not what you ordered, it is a bummer. So, no one called us to let us know. She did call us that Monday after we voiced our concerns. She was back in the office that Monday, called us. You know, she apologized, and, you know, well, it is what it is. I'm still thankful that we have a new home. I'm grateful for it. Y'all, this has been such a long process for us. We started looking at houses before COVID, and honestly, Mikhail told me a few weeks ago, he was like, "You know what, we should have just got a house then when we first started looking," but he had cold feet, he wasn't ready. And we also didn't have our own land at the time. We were going to do a land home package, which means they were going to finance our land, and I'm so glad we waited to buy our own land. So glad. So if y'all are wanting to buy a double wide or a single wide, take it from me. Get you some land first. I know it's hard to find land right now. Land is sky high right now. But take it from me. Someone has been looking for 4 to 5 years. Wait till you find your land. I did not think we were ever going to find land. My mama actually told us about the land by her house being for sale last year. And we talked about it, and mama had that cancer scare. And I was like, Mikhail, this is it. This meant to be. We've got to get this land. So, yeah, take it from me. Buy a piece of land before you decide to get a house. Don't do a land home package. I mean, if you have to, yeah, but if you can hold off and find some land, do that, because the land home package thing, it's gonna be a pretty penny. Just put it that way. But yeah, y'all, that is how we got the wrong house. Technically, the wrong house. Right? But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for being here with me and supporting me and this journey of our new home. Speaking of that, I got some questions I want to ask y'all. One, what is the best vacuum cleaner to get for hard floors? I was looking at an iRobot, but then again, I also like the stick vacuums, cordless or not cordless. So comment down below about that. I need a new vacuum cleaner for a new house. Also, where can I find some accent chairs that's not going to break the bank? I've already checked Wayfair, and whew, I need two matching accent chairs to go in our bedroom at the foot of our bed. I told y'all we want to have like a sitting area at the foot of our bed with a fireplace. Like, I have this whole vision of how my room's going to look, how our room's going to look. So our bed, and then at the foot of our bed, we want two accent chairs and like a little table in between the two with our fireplace, and then our TV on the wall, because this was Mikhail's idea, by the way, y'all. He said we need our own space. That was his idea, and I was like, what? Okay. So, where can I find two matching accent chairs? Let me know about that. And also rugs. Where's y'all's favorite place to get rugs? I went to my Ollie's the other day. I reckon that's what everyone calls it. Ollie's. I call it Ollie's. We went there the other day looking at rugs. Meaning me and mama and the kids. And I didn't see any I liked. I did find a runner rug for the hallway that was super thick and wide. I think it was like $40. So I did snag that up. But as far as a rug for the living room, I didn't see any there that I like. I do want to stick with the browns and neutrals colors of our new house. So before Farmhouse had everyone in a chokehold, me being one of them, I got suckered into that Farmhouse look too. Our house was dark. The living room was dark brown. It had the white chair molding around it, and then underneath that was like a brownish orange terracotta color, and I loved it so much. We had a dark sectional. The rug matched the walls and stuff, and that's what I'm going back to with our new house. I want the rich dark colors. I told him I don't want nothing white in my new house. Nothing at all white, not even the bookshelf. I don't want nothing white in the living room. Kids' room's fine, but as far as the living room and living area, I don't want nothing white. One, because Austin, kids' handprints and stuff, and our kitchen in the new house is dark, as well as all the trim in our new house is dark. So, and I just missed that. It felt so cozy whenever our house was that color before I painted it white and went down that rabbit hole of Farmhouse. But, yeah, y'all comment down below and let me know. Vacuum cleaners, rugs, and accent chairs. I have been checking Marketplace, but I don't see any local. I did find one that's like 3 hours away, but I'm not driving 3 hours for 2 accent chairs. No, ma'am. Not happening. But yeah, anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if y'all try those cookies, and don't forget to subscribe. I love to have y'all here and take y'all on this journey with us. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.